and providing opportunities for growth and success of the corporate community. Cities, I want to point out something that was drawn to my attention. Antigua and Barbuda has had 4 prime ministers, one from rural north, let me hear you. One from rural east, let me hear you. One from rural west. And one from city west, the latter being the most despicable, diabolical prime minister we have ever had in this country and in the region. Let me hear you tap on that too. I want to tell you, it is time to elect a prime minister from City East. And I want you to get this now. I want you to get this one. It is time for us to take City East to the next level. I want you, all of you, the thousands of you in this ground and all across Antigua and Barbuda to go out and vote for the candidate of your choice, the UPP candidate in your constituency. We are going to take City East to the next level. We're going to take Antigua and Barbuda to the next level. And on election night, I want to hear all across the constituencies, UPP, 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 UPP. On election night, we are going to sweep out this wicked, inept, and venal government, and we are going to sweep in prosperity, competence, compassion, with the right choice. The only choice. Because Red Dead, Red Dead, Red Dead, Red Dead.
Like a package we sell, we charge up, we charge up, we charge up, we can't tire because we charge up. Red Dead, Red Dead, Red Dead, Red Dead. And if you never know, we charge up, we charge up.
No!
Chester,
Yes, my brother.
it seems like you go somewhere far and drink the fountain of youth.
I look younger now?
Yeah. Even though that you have like a soap frat on top of your head. And then, no, it's a good thing and a polish.
Salt and pepper, my brother. Salt and pepper.
That they look like a
I
shampoo frat.
ain't gonna use no dye like Malwin.
Do
And
you?
Dean.
You believe
I
you
am
use-
going to grey gracefully.
I don't think that they use dye.
What they use? Shoe polish?
Yes.
Well, they say that the dye store run out of dye when they were going to take the photos for the election.
So Kiwi.
Kiwi dye done. The woman them can't get
boy.
no dye.
Oh no. We got to send them by Debbie Yard.
Let me ask a question. Anybody saw the video where Malwin was about to tell the lie in All Saints and God happy?
Boy, me tell you.
From the time he ready for tell the lie, the mic lock off.
Just done,
And
just
the
up.
mic just now come on. And you knock the mic, wake up, wake up. Testing, testing. 1, 2, testing. The lie was, God said, look, the abomination he was about to create in All Saints and St. Luke, a godly society, the mic shut down upon he.
Because the lie, I mean blatant, you know. That was never a blatant lie.
That was a big lie.
Oh, yeah.
A lie from the fountain of hell.
Humongous.
Crazy lie.
Oh, boy, I tell you.
Brothers and sisters, it's not our night to shine. We will shine on the 19th when we have the victory meeting. Tonight is the night for the candidates. And we're going to bring on the next candidate. You know, nobody at all would have expected what happened to have happened. And we welcome him with open arms because he has seen that the Labour Party that his grandfather built and fought for is not the Labour Party that there is today.
Oh, yes.
The Labour Party that V.C. Bird built for the poor people of this country has been hijacked by a man who is greedy for land, greedy for money, and selling out the patrimony of this country.
Oh, yes, preach it, my brother.
Brothers and sisters, tonight I am proud to say to you that Sean Bird will be the next representative for St. John's Rural East. Welcome,
From St. John's Rural East. All the way from St. John's Rural East. Sean Bird.
Barrier, move out the way. Barrier, move out the way.
You never know. We charge up, we charge up, we charge up.
On the 18th, it's Sean Bird all the way Rural East.
We charge up. So when you see we coming, you feel move on the way.
They moved me up a spot or two. But it's all right. I'm ready. UPP! 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 Leadership matters. They asked me to be statesmen like before going to the politics. So I have to hit you the eloquent part first. All right, we're dealing with tourism and the economy. You see, a benchmark was set in 2019, where 32 million international arrivals, travelers, came to the Caribbean. But you see, the directors of tourism in Grenada, St. Kitts, BVI, Jamaica, Cayman Islands, have all said there'll be no rebound before the third quarter of this year going into 2024. Are we ready for it? That's the question. Have we had the preparations to deal with it? You see, there's been a paradigm shift in tourism where you have mega trends that are taking place. Let's deal with people. Right now, the trend is 2.6 billion Generation Z people. That means they're between the age of 30 to 45. And from 2020, they're building to 2.6 billion travelers. Now, you heard the political leader, Prime Minister in waiting, said Antigua and Barbuda would be a leisure capital, capital of festivals, of shows. And he's correct, because that is the trend. So the man has demonstrated to you that he not only knows the work, but he has vision of the future. Let me hear you for Harold Lovell. One of the other things that we are looking at is the fact that we cannot forget this is about jobs, jobs, jobs. And we recognize that we have to make sure people are employed. Because what is happening is that employment is now ambulatory, which means the security that once was is no longer there. So the skill set that you're learning has to be able to placate you wherever you find the next job. So we are looking for security for our people. And we have identified about 3 areas in tourism that are growing at a rapid pace. That is ecotourism, sports tourism, faith tourism. And with all that is happening with COVID and the state of environment and climate change, there is no doubt that has paramountcy. Let me give you a simple example. I'll get to that quickly. Ecotourism, what is it? You see, it is one of the fastest growing industries in the world. It is defined as responsible travel to natural areas that conserves the environment, sustains the well-being of the local people, and involves interpretation and recognition and education. It recognizes the rights and beliefs in your communities and works in partnership with them. Is that being done in Barbuda? Is that being done in Barbuda? Is there recognition or a thieving of the people in them land? Tell me what is happening in Barbuda where no longer there's a recognition of the people, the community, and the uniqueness of Barbuda. Well, we in the United Progressive Party pledge that we will be working with the council and the people of Barbuda to rectify it. People don't understand what we have because Barbuda has gotten Ramsar status. And that means it protects all the wetlands. I bet you many of you didn't recognize that Barbuda was so important to the growing of lobster, where the waves themselves, the currents take them as far as Florida, and then as south as Trinidad and South America. You see, the Ramsar status recognizes how important water is to the world. When you have what's going on in Barbuda, you're selling off the people in them land for your own self-enrichment project. It's a problem. When you have in Barbuda, you build an airport and land with a lot of caves and so on that represents the natural topography of Barbuda. It's a problem. Ecotourism represents where we need to be because it is the greatest part of the tourism product that produces entrepreneurship. You see, anything based on the ocean currents is healthy to our marine resources. Now, understand this. Even within the tourism product, we'll be looking at B&B, bed and breakfasts, or Airbnb and small properties that need help with marketing and regulations. It's a key part of the tourism product because we recognize we're a party that is going to create the independent income making and also will help to make the way for people to achieve their dreams. Leadership matters. People first. The right choice is you see, in the paradigm shift, we have to look at retooling and restructuring to meet the new era in tourism. Liat, we're coming. Be a little patient. Liat, oh, you didn't hear me. Liat, we're coming. Be a little patient. You see, we have to give Liat the green light. We must get it going because it recognizes the 3rd largest market. Jolly Beach with 400 rooms. Hawksbill with 200 rooms. Halcyon with 150 rooms. You see, people are about jobs, jobs, jobs. Their families, their children. And we are making a pledge with the people of Antigua and Barbuda that it will not be business as usual. There'll be no self-enrichment. There'll be everything for everyone to achieve their dreams. A Harold-level-led government will take us to not an upper level, a new level. Here comes the paradigm shift. Productivity, which will include the rise of an enabling technology. The fourth level will be polity, P-O-L-I-T-Y. And that refers to the state of government, trust, and accountability in the public sphere. So we will not have ground fakings. We will have ground breakings. If you notice, there has been no new tourism plans in Antigua since the tourism minister, who was by the name of Harold Lovell. Am I correct? So we see the only thing that happened and they're depending on is Barbuda. But what damage is that doing to the ecotourism and the nation of Antigua and Barbuda? Everything is now for sale. Now, understand this. To my people of St. John's Rural East, I hear today, one red card, I'm going to give out some money. We're here, a candidate who was a former prime minister was there giving out money. He now go work now. Now let us reason and see what is affecting us, all of us. In St. John's Rural East, there is a cleaning up. Who does the equipment belong to? But I'll call no name. Because the one that squeal out, you know, then guilty. Who's equipment? When their good comrade Hollis Henry, who's sick, have all the equipment there. And he says, Sean, come, let's talk. Who is being looked after? When nigga can't get their money, they're solid waste. Let us reason. Let us look at our circumstances. Let us see where we are. Let me ask a few questions. There was a debt, DEBT, where they owed $80,000. Was it paid? Or was it exchanged for through tax write-off or otherwise? And I call in no name. Who squeal out, you know, then guilty. Was ever government land exchanged for private services rendered? Then say, look, and I'll give you the cash. Go take a piece of land, and I'll get it for you for government for cheap. But now I call no name. But those who squeal out, you know, guilty. If you take the government wage bill to over 400 million, that is about half the budget. Let's be reasonable. Let's accept that COVID has damaged us. But isn't that an indication of no job growth and a shrinking economy? Let us reason. Let us talk sense. If we're saying that PLH is the only game in the town, therefore we must forget about ecotourism, which creates more entrepreneurs in a climate-changing world, which has more traction with less environmental impact, and not the sell-off of Barbuda and our history and patrimony? Who has a marijuana farm and looking to set up a store in Heritage Key? I'm gonna call no name. Or who squeal out, then guilty. Who have a pig farm with state-of-the-art technology to feed the pig and them? I'm gonna call no name. But who squeal out, then guilty. My dad look with my little daughter to a doctor. One man stopped me. The man say, Sean, I want to go on in this country. One big labor donator, man. I said, well, I don't know. He said, you know, hear about the casino and the restaurant that build their King's Casino? The people in them backs. I said, oh yeah, I don't believe you. So he picked up his phone and made a phone call. The man in blue. Blue! Well, he's supposed to be blue because we are all blue. I'm not calling no name, but who squeal out there? What? I met another labor supporter. Sean Mahal, look at cleaning company. Can you believe even that they're into? I'm not calling no name, but who squeal out there? What? So the man say, wait, everything them into? Well, I give you a covenant promise. No member of the Harold Lovell administration will be under any self-enrichment program. Otherwise, amigo squeal out. Now think about this. You have a charter. They call it Antigua Airways. A Boeing 767-300 carrying seats of 269. 20 hours round trip. Costing $306,000 US. $15,300 an hour to fly. Haven't we learned about Butch Stewart? Haven't we learned? So who is guilty? Now let's look at the high debt rate, the high unemployment, the rising cost of living, poor local and foreign direct investment. I hear a little shoo-shoo. And the man say, international observation. I say, I don't want to hear no more. Let love will deal with that. I hear the leader. Nobody go and come for me yard. Me love to sleep with my door open and window open. I hear the leader making a deal with that one day. That is hot. Who squeal out? Understand this. When you have send your projects to the cabinet, and those individuals who send their projects to the cabinet, and they're there calling you and seeing those projects or that information being stolen, insider trading, what they into, food security, who all own chicken farms, who all thief in the nigger land, who squeal, them what? We understand that we need to branch away from just tourism with hotel development. We are bringing you sustainable economic development. Understand this, especially my people in St. John's Rural East. You have been devoid of respectable governance. Governance that understands the economy and the people of this land. I covenant with you tonight that should we break that covenant, amigo squeal. Why? Because you have suffered. You have been tried. You have been weighed in the balance. And now you are wanting the United Progressive Party right choice governance under the leadership of Harold Lovell is going to take us not just to one level, but double, triple, and a vision for the future with the understanding that we know what the people want. Oh, here I am, Sean Bird, the United Progressive Party candidate for St. John's Rural East. Win, 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 win. The right choice, the right choice. Leadership matters, leadership matters. I'll come again. Keep it up. Hey!
We charge up, we can't tire. Of course we charge up, we charge up, we charge up.
Well, my rural East people, let me feel you. Rural East, where are you? Where are you, rural East? Where those flags? Where those flags? Red dead, 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 red dead.
Just
Look, I am really charged up.
oh boy.
I am charged up because red
Oh,
dead,
boy.
red dead. Let me tell you, all was Sean and Teddy cousin Maria. DJ, move out the way.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Get rid of them. Get rid of them.
If you come within my space, I'll come in a bit.
No,
If
sir.
you come within my space, I'll
face.
If you're coming in my space,
I'm going to pump you in your face. That's all Prime
coming in my
Minister.
space, I'll pump you in a bit.
That's all Prime
If you're coming in my space, I'll pump.
Okay,
If-
DJ,
if-
hold
if-
it down there.
If you come, if
I
you
have two announcements to make. Two quick announcements to make, DJ.
hold.
The City East campaign to elect Harry Lovell would like to advise all City East residents that tonight at the gate, the main gate, there is a tent. Please go and ensure that your names are on the register and where you will be voting.
Okay.
City East, please go to the main gate. Now there is a vehicle, A34758. Please, the police is asking you to come and check your vehicle. All right, your lights are on and your battery may go. So please go check your vehicle, A34758. You know who you are. Sorry for exposing your business, but you're UPP and you're at the right place, the right time to enjoy the right vibes.
Check so you through the car in the park of Venezuela.
Habla español.
But yeah, mi amigo.
Mi amigo.
Sí.
Mi amigo, mi amigos,
Hey,
amigos.
hey, yeah.
Señor, señores. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está?
Buenas noches.
¿Cómo está?
Hey. Now,
Yes,
Chester,
Yes.
I know you haven't told the people that on Sunday at
Hey.
Macpon,
Oh, my.
6 p.m.
Oh, my.
will be
Zizi.
another big rally.
Massive
Me not tell you about the massive.
meeting. Sunday, cook early. Go church, ask God for blessing. And we're going Macpon early. All who come in Macpon, let me see your hand.
Of course.
And let me tell you this. Let me share something with you before I bring on my next speaker. Hold on, DJ. Labour Party came here the other day.
Oh, no.
And they had a small gathering of people.
Oh, yes.
They went to Macpon. They said they can't fill the football field.
Oh,
So let us check and test a basketball court.
wow.
They went to the basketball court in Macpon last night. And children were still playing basketball while they're having the meeting.
Oh,
So what they gone rural west tonight, so they said they're not taking no chance down there.
what did do?
Where you think they go? They gone between by the basketball court, the road there, for connect you on a pint, the mic over to Perry Bay Supermarket.
Oh.
So that the crowd little more condensed. And they're telling people, I just closer so you don't look tight. Let me tell you something.
You don't believe a fitness that?
Fakeness.
Fitness.
They're
That is part of
faking
fitness.
public meetings now.
Oh, no.
Let me tell you tonight, this crowd ain't no fake. So you know you're not faking. Make some noise.
Oh, yeah.
As we welcome our next speaker.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see all who have the bull button in their hand.
Oh, no.
Let me see all who have the bull button in their hand.
Here he comes.
This man is going to defeat Cutie Benjamin
Oh,
like
yes.
nobody else. Let me see you start to fire the lick in City
Raise
South.
your
City
flag.
South massive. City South
Raise your
massive.
flag. And welcome, France de France.
Defrators.
St. John's
Let me feel the
City
energy.
South. Here we go. City South. City South.
Where are my City South people? Where are my City South people?
Nobody hold me, nobody hold me, nobody hold me. Let the country full but man. Nobody hold me, nobody hold me, nobody hold me. Let the country full but man. Hey, uncle, come here walk. Hey, uncle, come here lick it. Hey, uncle, come here walk. You know put your
all the beautiful people of UPP, City South, all the UPP massive. Hey, look, Gaston, look at people. Think of 50 people that come for see for your meeting this year, B. Look, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for January 18th? Honk your horn if you want help, big on. Are you ready to vote out Melford Nicholas? Yes, that do-nothing representative of City East. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to vote out this wicked government? Gaston Failure Brown, you are gone. Your days are done. UPP, the right choice for Antigua and Barbuda on January 18th. Well, me let you know that me ready. Me ready for take back this country. Me ready with the redeemed team for govern in the interests of the people of Antigua and Barbuda. Nowhere we can go where you see the politician and them a sit down, a turn millionaire, and people can't yam food, no work there for do, people can't get water, and them they do well. Nothing can go so. UPP, the right choice for Antigua and Barbuda. Harold Lovell is the next Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda. Vote for him on election day. Hey, look, what a massive motorcade Monday gone. Look, did you enjoy that motorcade? I want another one before election. How we plan that? Look, the motorcade they have Gaston Brown in one tizzy. And so he can't sleep when night come. Right now we in a panic. And so Assad have be under force. Look, he can't even walk straight when daytime come. And look, me hear the Labour Party colleagues for he have something else a plan. Gaston, your day is done. UPP! But ladies and gentlemen, we are excited about good governance in Antigua and Barbuda, but we have to be focused. We have to redeem this country for our families, for the next generation, even those who are yet unborn. And on January the 18th of 2023, we are going to do what is necessary to redeem Antigua and Barbuda. We are ready for fresh ideas. Ideas that will move this nation forward. And the Redeem team with Harold Lovell as the Prime Minister will take this country in the right direction. Today, our nation is in a crisis. We are losing our youth at an alarming rate in Antigua and Barbuda. We're losing them to substance abuse, to mental illness, to sexual and physical abuse, to crime and violence, to internet and social media, to unemployment and to poverty. This government not care about the young people and them in Antigua and Barbuda, and the United Progressive Party will stand up and create the environment to support our young people. The United Progressive Party will make our youth a priority in Antigua and Barbuda. We will provide good health care for them, including mental care. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you can't walk nowhere in Antigua and Barbuda and you see one youth man or one young girl on the street to go crazy. And nobody do nothing about that. In so many homes, quietly, we are dealing with mental illness because there is no place to deal with it. Our children are addicted to the internet, and we have no systems set up in place. We will put counseling in schools to identify and address the issues. We will provide parenting workshop. So if you struggle home, you can get some help from our system. The UPP is a party that cares about people in Antigua and Barbuda. We will make sure your children learn entrepreneurship so they can start businesses in Antigua and Barbuda. The days of just getting one job and working for people are done under United Progressive Party government. And every child are academic, so they're not going to get 10, 12, and 15 subjects. We will make sure that every child has a trade or a skill that they can implement in Antigua and Barbuda. UPP is going to change the education system in this country. The United Progressive Party will encourage new businesses to form. So many people have good ideas in our community, but they don't have any support. They don't have any capital. They don't have legal representation and understanding. We are going to sort out that problem. And there are people who are in business today that then just need one little bit more push for grow them business, for scale them business, for make it one business that can make the money and make one profit. We will see to it that that is the case. We value our young people with the United Progressive Party, and we are going to do everything to make them strong and make them move to the next level of success in Antigua and Barbuda. United Progressive Party will solve the alarming unemployment in this country. So many people now work and they don't know how they can get no job in Antigua under this Gaston Brown administration. All them they care about are if their family yam food and make $30,000 or $40,000 a month, while they have people can't buy bread and money in time and have no way for support the children that they have in this house. The United Progressive Party will change that in Antigua and Barbuda. We will expand the economy so that we create more employment, more industries. Real businesses will come to this country, and everybody who want work will have work for do. Look, ladies and gentlemen, over here in this constituency city East, they can't find Melford Nicholas. No way. No way they can find him. They give one project for the last 8 years for bring number portability. That is so that you can take your cell phone number and carry with you to any provider. So you don't have to buy 3 phones and keep them in your pocket. And 8 years now, and Melford Nicholas can do one project. If you go down the road, they have a big hell of a dam in the middle of Fort Road. Not even that he can fix in this community. And Gaston Brown and them want to tell people about re-elect ABLP in this country. No way! No way that can happen. I will not love abuse in this country. I'll go turn up and say that I'll not take them stupidness there no more. The people in this community now have no employment and nothing this government to do. However, brothers and sisters, tonight, sisters and brothers, I want to let you know to do all those good things that me just talk about, I have to sit down in the parliament. That means January 18th, you have to get your bullboard. You have your bullboard. Make sure that your bullboard ready. And I want to tell her tonight, make sure you not go vote by yourself. Carry 2 and 3 and 4 people with you. Plan up with them this week and next week for make sure I'll catch bus and I'll go up there early and bright. Wednesday morning, the 18th of January, for make it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to let y'all know that Harold Lovell must be the next Prime Minister in Antigua and Barbuda. We need a leader with ability, not like a Gaston Brown who don't know what he do. Nothing he put his hand to, he can have success for. An utter failure in this community. We need a man who has tenacity, who will turn up when the fire hot and take the heat and top run every time you get one challenge. Like only a picnic, anytime anybody trouble Gaston, he always a run go court when he can't defend himself like one child. Wah, 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 like one baby round here. We need a man with vision. And Harold Lovell have that vision. We need a man with ideas that can run this country. We need a man with decorum. You know Gaston know nothing about decorum. Somebody have to carry you some way, get tie you up and teach you what to do. We need a man with talent, leadership, but most importantly, we need a leader who cares about the people in Antigua and Barbuda. Harold Lovell is that leader, and UPP is going to put him as the next Prime Minister in Antigua and Barbuda. Harold Lovell, the right choice for City East. Friends defrate us, the right choice for City South. Let's vote for the United Progressive Party, the right choice for Antigua and Barbuda, UPP!
That was first defraters. Let me hear the City South people. Where's Zizi? Anybody see Zizi? Anybody see Zizi? Oh, Zizi! Yes, DJ. Hold on. Me not get it one day. Me not, right now, he like a heel up suit. Heel up suit. And me top wear suit because me look good in a polo shirt. Me look good in a blue polo shirt. Me can't wear suit.
Boy.
The only time me go wear one suit at the 19th of January when we go government house with Harold Lovell as Prime Minister. Look, me done order the blue suit. Me done order one beautiful suit.
You done order one suit already?
Look, confident so because me see the sea of blue. The blue wave is in rural cities.
Yes.
The blue wave is in cities. And let me say this tonight. I challenge every one of you here tonight. Every one of you here tonight, I challenge you.
For the what?
That comes Sunday when we go to All Saints East and St. Luke to bring along somebody with you. You agree with me? Because some of you would have left your husband and your wife home to come to meeting. But Sunday is family Sunday. Bring the children too. Is the entire family going to Macpon early because you're not space limited? So we have to get in early.
6 o'clock.
Get your spot. This afternoon, we nearly couldn't get in here.
What make?
Because car all over and people all over the park.
Me say drive, you couldn't drive.
So I just want us to come early to Macpon Sunday for hold your spot, because if you move out your spot, you're going to lose your spot. Yeah. Right, Strongy? Good.
All right. Chester.
Yes.
My brother.
Yes.
Hear this here.
Go ahead, Zizi.
We are digging deep down in the belly of the beast.
Oh, yes, DJ.
And we're rolling out
DJ.
St. John's City West.
Look at the music,
DJ. Alistair.
Let me tell you.
Alistair.
When Alistair done with it. When Alistair done with it.
Alistair. Thomas.
Jerry, bring it on. Jerry, come on.
Alistair got Lassie.
Take this.
What up? What up?
If you're living in a glass, don't show.
Oh, yes.
If you're living in a glass, don't show. Well, if you're living in a glass,
you know Alistair, the old Yes, man!
style my name. No good get
Brother Alistair Thomas, let me hear make some noise for Alistair. Red? Red? I didn't hear that section. Red? This section. Red? This section. Red? At the back. Red? Good night. It is indeed a pleasure to be here to address this massive crowd. But most important, let me say good night to the City West, Point and Villa people. City West! City West! Who is the next Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda? Who is the next Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda? Red? Red? Let me say to you this evening, I feel confident and I'm ready. I say this evening that I come first saying that we have had a failed, disrespectful, and wicked Prime Minister. This Prime Minister, in everything that he did and he's doing, has brought shame, disgrace, and embarrassment on this nation. I've listened with great pain and agony recently and how Gaston Brown yet again has created another shame on this nation. For many, many years after we had ended our enslavement, after the European had left us divided, there are many of our brothers and sisters who had worked hard to bridge the gap that slavery and enslavement had imposed upon us. And when I say bridge the gap, I'm speaking of Marcus Messiah Garvey. I'm speaking of C.L.R. James. I'm speaking of George Padmore. I'm speaking of Dr. Walter Rodney. I'm speaking of Rosie Douglas. I'm speaking of Tim Hector. We have worked hard, and they have worked hard to create a unity and reunite the African continent with the African people, our home, the mother and father of civilization. And we have been doing well. We have been progressing. We have created a bond that has borne fruit. We have created a bond between the African continent, our home, the home of civilization. We have created a bond in which the African Union is now one of the most respected institutions in the world, and the Caribbean is part of the 6th region of Africa in trade. It is one of the most lucrative and profitable trading bloc in the world, the African Union. And at a time when the African trade and business is growing, that is the time that Gaston Brown, because of his evil and mischievous deed,
refused to enter the front door with the African Union, that has established trade and business relationship with the 6th region, which is the region of the Caribbean. And what has Gaston Brown done? Reverse the progress. By arranging some secret, unexplained deal behind the scene in some kind of bubble that has brought shame and disgrace and Antigua and has created an atmosphere of hatred between our African brothers and us because of the time he has arranged these flights. No proper arrangement, but we find our African brothers in various constituencies. We always welcome our African brothers, and there is the potential of multi-billion-dollar business that the United Progressive Party is going to establish with the African Union and the new trading bloc of Africa and the region. But what Gaston Brown has done is deliberately set up blacks against blacks, Africans against Caribbean, Africans against Antiguans. And I say that after the 19, first we have to warn our African brothers, do not allow this wicked and evil leader to bring you in hatred, in animosity, in rancor with your people and brothers here, because it seems that Gaston Brown is intent, because he recognized that he's going to lose the election, to use any possibility, and if possible, to use our African brothers illegally. So I warn our African brothers, I admonish them, stay out. Do not allow Gaston Brown, if that is his intention, to use you in any way, in any corrupt way. But I want to say this about Harold Lovell and the UPP, how ready we are. We are going to not only reunite this country, but I want to say to the people of Point and Villa that you have the golden opportunity now to not only create history, but to correct the wrongs that have been done by this wicked and evil leader. I say to you, we are ready. Are you ready on the 19th, on the 18th? I am ready. Harold Lovell is ready. The Redeem team is ready. $11 billion and nothing to show. Failure in everything. In the roads. The worst roads in the history of this country. No stimulus, no relief. All you have had is a prime minister that creatively enriched himself and his friends and his families and leave the people poor. But we have a leader. We have a team that is not only saying what we are going to do, but we can recall and celebrate what the United Progressive Party government with Baldwin Spencer and Harold Lovell and the others did. It is the UPP that has delivered free uniform, free school books, free lunches, the 15% duty-free at the end of the year, the Cabby Initiative, the World Cup Initiative. All these are programs implemented by the United Progressive Party. I want to say to the women here tonight, the women of Point, the women of every constituency, that one of the challenges that you have had over the years, because some of us as fathers have been negligent, that many times for years you have to go through the courts to try to get your child support. But Harold Lovell insists with the Redeem team that that is going to be a thing of the past, of children and mothers will have any needs to go to the court to get their child support, because part of the new policies with the UPP government is what we call the maintenance of minors support, so that no more will women have to go through the courts to get support for their children. We are going to implement the maintenance of minor support so that all children will be guaranteed support and not have to wait to go to court. We will deal with the fathers. We will create the jobs. But for the women and the children, for the first time, it will be an end where our children have to go through this torment. I want to say this to the young men and young women, that with Harold Lovell, the next Prime Minister, that for the young men and young women, we are going to create a new business environment. We are going to make it easy. And with the YES program, the Young Entrepreneurial Program, that every one of you who have a good idea, we will ensure that we provide the business plan, we'll provide the training, we'll provide the funding so that we create a new moneyed class, a new young business class. That's what Harold Lovell and the United Progressive Party is going to do for the young people. Let's hear it for the youths. We are going to empower them. And I said to the people of Point and Villa that let's end this wicked leader. Let's end this leader that only looks about his family and his friends. Let's end this leader that has neglected Point, has left Point abandoned, bad roads. The one project that he did, he only did that project for self-aggrandizement, for personal gain benefit, the housing project. Because in the housing project at Cove Head, he only did that project so that he and his family could have the best part of that project, the beachfront and gated community in Cove Head. So I say to you that no citizen from City West, after 9 years of Gaston Brown being Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, the only Prime Minister that held both positions, yet Point and Villa is in the worst position it ever was. The one single business that he started and his family is the escape. But not the Point people, not the Villa people, not the people of Otters, not the people of Old Road, only for his family. Harold Lovell and the United Progressive Party, when they were in office the first time, for the first time, made sure by the concessions and incentives that 40 plus new accommodation projects were afforded to Antiguans. First time. And we say to the citizens that this is the eve of a new government. This is the eve that we are not only going to create new jobs, we are going to create the opportunities. We are going to give the incentives. We are going to give the stimulus. But I know with Harold Lovell, you will get respect. You will get manners. You will get decency. The era of disrespect will end. The era of unity, the era of empowerment, the era of sharing the wealth is with Harold Lovell and the Redeem Team. We assure you, get your friends, get your family out early. City West, I am ready. City West, let's create history. City West, let's defeat Gaston Brown. I am ready. Get ready. Let's together, we create a new Antigua and Barbuda. Forward ever, backward never. One love. Let's bring a new Antigua. On the 18th, Antigua and Barbuda, a new place. Red, 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 red.
If you're living in the past,
Thank you, brother Mr. Thomas. City West. City West. All right, DJ, we're moving right along, DJ. We're moving from City West and we're going to Rural West.
Whoa.
Make some noise for brother Richard Lewis.
Oh, yes. All the way. St. John's, Rural West.
Rural West, where are you?
Come on. Who is going to take it? Richard Lewis.
Thank you, DJ. Thank you.
Yes! City East, brothers and sisters, rural West, good night. I couldn't miss this one. I have to come for 2 minutes to say a few words and to endorse Howard Lovell as the next representative for St. John's City East and the next Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda. A man of integrity, an honest man, and we need decency back in the office of Prime Minister. And so I come here tonight to ask all of the electors in St. John's City East on election day, vote Howard Lovell all the way. Howard Lovell all the way. UPP will win these elections in Antigua and Barbuda. We are ready to govern. Red dead! Red dead! In rural West, they're having a meeting. Now we have King George V grounds, and they're gone by our community center to have their meeting. Black Barley Road and them. They should be ashamed to go by our community center. It's 4 years and counting, and we can't get our community center. But one thing the people of rural West can be assured of is that under Richard Lewis and United Progressive Party, we will get access to our community center. Rural West is in a deplorable state. Deplorable state. We never looked like that before. 8 years and counting, and we can't get proper services. They have neglected us, and now they're going around the constituency asking people to vote for them. Look, these people have no shame. None whatsoever. The deplorable roads, and I want to say to the people of Green Bay, all I have to say to them, Labalali Road, Labalali Road, they know what I'm talking about. Shame, shame on the Antigua Barbuda Labour Party. But let me tell you, I have no doubt, I have no fear that on election day, it's going to be Lewis, 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 Lewis all the way. Showers of blessing, showers of blessing. And so, to the people of City East, Howard Lovell for Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda. I am your advocate to rural West. I am your believer, champion, defender, and friend. Rural West to the bone. Rural West to the bone. Hashtag homegrown. Thank you and good night.
Yes, my people, those were showers of blessings. No rain gonna stop this dance tonight. No rain gonna stop this meeting tonight.
Just now.
Yes.
Who live on the markup?
Eh?
We're looking to go just
next
a
door.
notch
Next door.
from City East.
We're going next door.
He said next door.
Next door.
Me just said just day.
Next door.
Oh, she goes by
Next
the day.
door. Next
Put your
door.
hands, wave the flag.
People.
Welcome,
York's people.
Sister
Rural North people. Where are you?
Williams.
Sister Pearl is here.
Let's go. Oh, yes.
Rural North people.
Yes.
Rural North, where are you?
Yes.
The strong women of UPP, where are you?
Oh my Antigua, oh my Barbuda, please Jesus, please, please deliver our way from this evil Labour Party. Oh my Antigua, oh my Barbuda, please Jesus, please, please deliver our way. Hear this humble plea.
Hello. Good night, Antigua and Barbuda. Good night. A special shout out to my people from St. John's, Rural North. It's your girl, Pearl. Cities people, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. Good night. You know, I listened to a voice note from a solid waste contractor. And let me tell you, I could feel his pain. I have it on my phone. And if I could have disguised his voice, I would have played it. But you know how they're angry right now? Because they see the handwriting on the wall. You know how vindictive they can get, and it would only make him suffer more. So I will try to say it almost verbatim. He said, look how them wicked. This is getting from bad to worser. 7 weeks now, then I give grass, people feel comfortable. I do people them kind of wickedness there. And another person said, somebody call me and tell me that somebody call in from Point FM and say, if you want to forget your money out of solid waste, you have to buy one window or one door or some other furniture for one house. Wicked and wicked. I felt really sorry for them. This is the cry of numerous government creditors, contractors, landlords, and vendors who have been suffering silently. And many of them, if not all of them, are comrades. This administration, with all the money they have boasted, they have collected in revenue, over $170 million to local small businesses. Where the money gone? My people, this wickedness, where only friends and family are paid regularly and other businesses are owed outstanding amounts by government for months and years, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, will stop when the United Progressive Party comes into your service. We will pay you outstanding monies owed by the government to all the local businesses. We understand the hardships your businesses have been experiencing under this administration that have caused many of your businesses to close their doors. Over 1,000 in the last 2 years. And we are saying that we will right this terrible wrong. That is a promise that you can take to the bank. But my dear people, you know what is particularly galling to the business people in rural North in particular is that while in the heart of COVID, when their businesses were suffering, proceeds from a loan were used to purchase the looks to bail out cabinet colleague Max Fernandez, a family that had the monopoly on cinema entertainment for decades in this country. Our taxpayers' money will now have to pay back a loan for a building we did not need to take that liability off of his head. This is conflict of interest 101, and it is corruption. This government could not find money to give any stimulus. They could not reduce the cost of fuel. They could not give any tax relief to help struggling businesses and individuals weather the pandemic. They could not give a stipend to CAS or LIAT ex-workers, to the unemployed hotel workers. But they could find the money to satisfy their self-interest. That was their priority. Remember this, my dear people, when you go to vote. A vote for Max is a vote to benefit Max, not you. He says that this is his last election, and he's asking the people to vote for him for a third term. My dear people, think about it. If he did nothing in the constituency for the last almost nine years, nothing to help you in your time of greatest need during the pandemic, you'd think that he will do anything in this term when you have voted for him again, and he is then eligible for his full pension when he doesn't have to come back to you for a vote. Hell no. Hell no. Nothing will be done. My dear people, it is time to vote to benefit you. And that is why, for me, it is all about you. I overheard a conversation between two men while sitting in my car, unseen by them. And one man said, Missy Max, I do a playground down there in the Yorks, but nothing that he can do now. No patch-up road, no playground, no poster, no billboard, no money, no food voucher can make me vote for Labour Party again. Not after they have enriched themselves, oppressed us, pauperized us, abused us, tear-gassed us. It has been too much for too long, and now it is too little, too late. Time for them to go. The other man said, especially the top dog. He is the worst prime minister ever, with his greed and arrogance, his vileness and his vulgarity. He has got to go. He couldn't have said it better. But to add to that, the fact that he has brought the office of the Prime Minister into total disrepute with his bullying and vindictiveness and lack of decorum that have embarrassed us worldwide. Look at the altercation with Assad. When a Prime Minister cannot control his anger, he is not able to lead himself by controlling his emotions, then he's not fit to lead this country. When he cannot act with at least a modicum of decorum, he is unfit to be the leader of this country. What else does he have to do for you to see that he is unfit as a leader? Is this the type of leader you want for your country? Is this the type of leader you want as a prime minister? Is this the example of leadership that we want our children to model? What example is he setting for his own children? And anyone who tries to defend this behavior and votes for him is just as guilty. A vote for Max is a vote for Gaston. My dear people, the time is drawing nigh for you to use your power. People power. Do not allow your power to be devalued with a few trinkets, a few dollars, a food voucher, a ham and a turkey, a fete. Remember, it is not their money. It is your money they are giving you. Please, my people, do not sell your soul to the devil. Your voter's ID is your soul of democracy. Use it to send a strong message to this administration that we have had enough of this failed experiment. They have been weighed in the balance and they are found wanting. Their time is up. We are tired and fed up. Their time is up. Gaston, you and your cabal, your time is up. In 13 days, we are taking back our power. And on January 18 is Power Day. P-Day, P-Day, I say, on January 18th. City East, you have in Harold Lovell a man of the people who loves his people, a humble man, a wise man, a great man, a man with a proven track record, an honorable man, and your prime minister in waiting. He is the man. He is the right choice, the only choice for St. John City East. And on election day, the 18th of January, the Redeemed team is the right choice for Antigua and Barbuda. Make the right choice for yourself and your future generation. God bless you. Thank you and good night.
UPP to the rescue. It's all
Let me
about
hear
you.
it for
UPP
Sister
to the
Paul
rescue.
Quinn.
It's all about you. UPP to the rescue. It's all about
Are you ready for the leader?
Oh, yes.
Are you ready for the leader? Are you ready for the leader?
Please, Jesus,
Oh, yes.
please,
Chester.
deliver.
Ah, yes, that is it.
Your boy over here, me live now.
Eh?
I round here, me live.
Around here you live?
Me just one stone throw away from this field.
Well, me, I'm more than one stone throw. You
From
have to
where?
catch bus, train, car, and automobile.
Okay.
Tonight, brothers and sisters.
Oh, yes, brothers
Hold on,
and
DJ.
sisters.
Hold on, DJ.
It is always so proud.
Brothers and sisters, you know what time it is. Remember, the election is a Wednesday. Don't oversleep. Don't undersleep. And make sure you wake up on time. Drink your cup of tea. Walk with your sandwich and your umbrella. And get to the polls early.
With all the something that you say, tell them they're going away. Tell them they left the yard.
They can't go nowhere until election morning.
You might go out and
Remember-
get tired.
Sunday, we're moving early. Sunday is not no 7 o'clock and 7:30. Sunday, we're gathering at Macpon at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So cook early and bring some lunch for me. Leon, George, and Marvette, I make sure I bring food for me.
No pop.
Okay, not pop.
Marvette,
Want proper food.
Marvette bring pop.
Okay, she gonna bring the pop.
Yes. Marvette bring
Tonight,
pop.
I have some young people. You see all these people over here? They're from City East. Those persons who in your car and feel you're going to get the energy when the leader come, you better come try and find one spot now. Because if you don't move forward and find your spot, somebody going to take your spot. So, I'm going to
Cities
involve.
people!
I'm going to involve.
Let me hear you! Let me see you! Let me feel you!
Hold on, DJ.
Hold on the music.
DJ, hold on.
Hold on.
Cities people hungry. They're ready for the power.
Yes.
They're energized, lover. Let's go, sister. Listen to the young people of City East.
Wakey, wakey, wakey. Wait, me say I sleep. Me sorry. Good night, good night, good night. It's a girl, little bit, a young citizen of Antigua and Barbuda. And I am here to fully endorse my Prime Minister, your Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, Sir, the Honorable Howard Lovell for City East. Here the real big man, me tell you. We're sick and tired of Gaston Brown and his so-called party. All of them must go, and all of them will go. So come election day, January the 18th, 2023, place your X by the rising sun, because change must come and change will come. So come in clean of voting Howard Lovell and the Redeem team. And this little girl says so, and go!
That was a little bit.
Let's get it.
Good evening, City East. Good evening, UPP Army. I would like to start by saying we are in desperate times. We are fighting a war. Youths of my age and youths younger, listen to the message that I am saying. The UPP party is the right choice and the right way to go. The right choice and the right way to go. They are not just here to give handouts and to just give us money. They are here to show us that we have a brighter future, not for just working for someone for the rest of our lives. The UPP party have a program called the Yes Program, an initiative where they come, the young entrepreneurs set up, where they come and turn your business ideas into reality. This is where you, imagine you as a young man, you have the skills of a mechanic, doing your daily service jobs, changing your engines, changing engine parts. This is where the UPP will come in and give you money with no interest, accounting services, marketing services for a year or two. In other words, they will not just give you money and leave you. They will guide you and they will help you. This time around, when you're putting your future in our own hands, let us pick the right choice and vote Howard Lovell, the UPP all the way. I would like to say that we have vote road luck. So all other constituencies, put in your work and let us take it home. No retreat.
Yes.
No surrender.
Yes.
No retreat. No surrender.
Hear the young people, them. You hear the young people, them.
Good evening, people of City West. City East, sorry. I come to share very briefly.
Let's listen.
I come to share very briefly a tale of two gentlemen who I have known from my childhood. One who presided over my firing, my wrongful dismissal from ABS. For a good afternoon, Mr. Melford Nicholas. One who has shown us that he's a master of deception and misinformation. In my time at ABS, many days I go out as a cameraman into the town asking the people of Antigua their views, asking them how they feel about what's going on in this country. If I interview 15 people and 12 of them say, no, I'm not pleased, my family is suffering, I can't get a job, I don't have water, I don't have light, I don't have a future. And then there are 3. 2 of them say, I'm very well pleased with the nonsense that is going on. And one of them says, I'm not quite sure, but I'll give them a chance. On the other hand, we have who I hope to be our next Prime Minister, Mr. Harold Lovell, the Honorable Harold Lovell. Harold Lovell has been dear from the very early stages of my life as well, but active in sports, in education. When I was a young man and had no idea what to do with my life, he's the one that told me, young man, try the military. I served 6 proud years. I also started the lifeguard service in Antigua. And I can tell you, if you want a future for your family, if you want a future for your grandchildren, if you want to see Antigua flourish, choose the UPP.
Yes, that's a young man that was hurt by Melford Nicholas taking bread from his pocket. So this election, we firing him in City East.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
UPP massive. Let me hear you. Mr. Harold Lovell has proven himself in City East to be a man with integrity and a genuine love for the people of City East. City East, let me hear you. On January 18th, we will get Melford Nicholas out of City East. We bring in the Prime Minister to City East. Harold Lovell all the way on election day. Red. Let me hear you, red. Harold Lovell and the UPP all the way on election day. The Redeem team.
Yes, brothers and sisters, you heard the young people from City East. Let me hear you. Let me hear the thunder. Let the thunder roll from Freetown to Five Island, from Cedar Grove to Old Road. The next Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda. The next Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda. Let me feel the energy. You people, let me see the flags. City East people. Your next Prime Minister. Your next Prime Minister. The next Prime Minister is the Redeem team will join the leader. Make some noise. for Team Redeem. The next government of Antigua and Barbuda, if you believe it, make some noise. Let the thunder roll.
Well, even if we fall out, grudging we go all out. We will never, what's the family, them fall and sprawl out. From everywhere we crawl out, we ready to brawl out. Fire burn the furnace family, we ball out. We jump in with we family. With we family. We mash up back, turn up dance, we like a army. Cause everybody jump it up together. Jump it up together. Mash it up together. Mash it up together. Wave it up together. Wave it up together. Jump it up together.
Red, 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 red. Brothers and sisters, City East, tonight we have come to drive another nail in the coffin of greedy Gaston and mumbling Melford. Red dead. I want to say it's wonderful to see this crowd here tonight. They had a meeting here Tuesday night. You could have run cackle through the meeting. But tonight we are solid because we want to change. And I want to say to you, brothers and sisters, I want to say to the team that has been with me throughout this long journey, I speak of the wonderful men and women of the Redeem team. Give them a big round of applause. We have the right men, we have the women, we have the ability, we have the capacity, we have the compassion and the passion. Oh, brothers and sisters, this is a magnificent night. And I want to say that it is so good to be home. Good to be home with the people that I love and who I know love me. If you love her, I love her, say yeah, yeah. If you're ready for change, say yeah, yeah. Oh yes, I want you to know, tonight is a most important night in the history of Antigua and Barbuda. I want you to know, as the young man said, that the UPP is about the empowerment of our people. I want to tell you that we have a failed government who promised to fix water, they failed. They promised more investment, they failed. They promised to do something about the employment situation, and they failed. And then they come with the forwardness and criticizing UPP and criticizing me and say how me this and me that. But I want to tell them, when me pull for me report card and Gaston Brown pull his report card, Gaston Brown can't stand upside me. I'm telling you. Let me make you know this. Come here, blow my own trumpet. When I was Minister of Tourism, for the first time in Antigua,
we saw so many new properties being developed in this country. As Minister of Tourism, you saw Tamarind Hills, and me do that. You saw Sandals, and me do that. Nonsuch Bay, Veranda, and who do that? Sugar Ridge, Hermitage, Hodges Bay Club. All of those happened whilst I was Minister of Tourism. Tell Glaston Brown, pull the card now. What is empowerment of our people? All that happened under the UPP when I was the Minister of Tourism. We won numerous awards for the tourism that we developed here during that period. What have they done? Nothing. I heard him here talking about he paved roads. When I was the representative here, we paved all the roads in Gambles. That's nothing to talk about. When you elect a government, what are you supposed to do? Not pave road? That's what you get paid to do. So it's not something that I would go and boast about. But he's standing right in this pasture. Look to the west. You see the basketball complex. Who do that? You look at the lights here. Who do that? I want to tell you the bridge over by PM School that was there to help the young children who used to walk in the middle of the road. Who do that? Well, brothers and sisters, I'm telling you, I stand on a proud record. Scholarships for young people in this community. We have done so much in terms of job placements for young people in this community. And I want to now tell you, is there a screen? If there's a screen, let me see it. Where's the screen? Okay. I want you to take a look. I want you to take a look at the screen because these are the plans that we have for this area just around the field. I want you to know that we're going to develop a multi-purpose recreational facility right here. This is the football field, and we're going to have a center, a community center, and that center will have at the top a viewing gallery. And so when we're playing games here, you can go on top and you can watch the game. In the center itself, that basketball facility, we're going to carry it to a stage that you're going to be proud of. Because we're going to put a roof, let me hear you, we're going to put a roof over that basketball court. I promise you that. I promise you that we are going to have an indoor basketball facility by putting a roof over the existing facility. You're going to see a transformed area. You're going to see an area not just in terms of mouth, but in terms of actual action. And so, my brothers and sisters, you will see from that the type of transformation that will take place in this community. I want you to also understand that the housing situation in this community, we are going to continue where we left off. Whilst we're in government, we acquired private land. And with that private land, we subdivided it and sold the plots to those people who were living on the land and paying rent. We turned tenants into landowners, gave them the security, and we will do it again. And I want to say to all the residents of Horseshoe Drive that I've already been in discussion with the owner of the land, and it is our intention to acquire that land, and we will subdivide it, we will sell it to those who now occupy it, so you can own your own little piece of land. And then we will give the assistance necessary so that you can live in proper housing
we are going to improve radically the housing stock in Fort Road and in St. John City East. Give it up for the housing program, brothers and sisters. And when we talk about housing, you know the UPP has all the great options. We have the rent to own so that we empower you. If you can't make the deposit, if you have trouble owning your own home, we have the rent to own so that you pay the rent and eventually the house belongs to you. You pay every month like your ordinary rent, but it's like a car that you take out or furniture from courts. You pay little as you go along. Eventually, you become the owner. But we are going to turn St. John City East into a model community. When we were here, all the roads had names. There were names on all the streets because that's what we did. On the Labour, all the signs come down. Well, on the UPP, the signs will go back up. The side of the road will be once again clean. The community will be cleaner. The community will be greener. And the community will be safer. We need a change in this community. And so, my brothers and sisters, let me tell you that the Prime Minister, he liked to tell people how he's this financial genius. He said he used to run a bank and he had $400 million under his portfolio. Ask him today, where is that bank? The bank went bankrupt. Ask anybody what happened to Swiss American Bank. The great genius liked to talk how he had this big bank under his control. The bank went bankrupt. And it's the same way he bankrupt Antigua, the same way he bankrupt Antigua and Barbuda. They're real living examples. If you ask a young man who's here tonight, I can call his name because the truth, Junior Yadi, he'd been driving a truck for over 9 months for solid waste. He had to buy gas. He had to maintain the vehicle. He had to change tires. And up to now, not a dollar after 9 months. That is wickedness. That is wickedness. How can you do that to anybody? Wickedness. And I want to say that I am very proud that we have in this community one of the best sound systems in the entire Caribbean, Stonewall. Stonewall come from this community. Stonewall is from this community. It started in a backyard. Cliff and Whitney and the brothers, they started it in a backyard. Today, if you go Miami Carnival, they're there. If you go London Carnival, they're there. If you go Chicago on the Broadway in New York, they're there. Come out to this community. But this government is so wicked that they owe them hundreds of thousands of dollars and wouldn't pay them. Wickedness. Under UPP, it will be different, and I promise them that. It will be different. We will make sure that we put things in place so Antigua and Barbuda will become the entertainment capital of the Eastern Caribbean. And we're going to make sure that we take care of the people who make that happen. The promoters, the entertainers, all the singers. This will be work for them. This will be an opportunity for them to flourish and to prosper and to be successful. A UPP government, we will make Antigua and Barbuda the entertainment capital of the Eastern Caribbean. But I want to make a very important announcement now. You know, this is a community that you would say it is diverse. It has diversity. We have the Banya Antiguans. You know what I'm talking about. We have the Jamaicans. we have the Guyanese, we have the Dominicans, we have the Spanish. We want to make sure that we have something for everybody, and we're going to treat everybody fairly. Now, you remember the Labour Party, they have a clown who used to be with us. We saved him from the fences scandal. Labour used to talk about the fences, say how they're going to lock this man up, and now he's in the bosom of the Labour Party. It is a diabolical lie coming from a man who is rejected by the UPP because of the things that he did whilst he was with us, and we had to investigate him, and he didn't like that, so he jumped the fence and he gone over to the other side. So when they used to say that he thief, that's what they used to say. They used to say he thief, and he this and that about fences, and now the same man that they used to talk about, he right in the heart of the same people and coming there to tell lies on the UPP. I want to tell you, brothers and sisters, that we are going to introduce what we call the One Caribbean Act. Now, what is this One Caribbean Act? I want you to understand that you have a thing they call the CSME. You ever hear them talk about CSME, the Caribbean Single Market and Economy? Well, under the CSME, once you have a skill certificate, you can come to Antigua. It don't matter where in the Caribbean you come from. Once you have your skill certificate, you can come to Antigua. Now, if you're from the OECS, Grenada, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominica, if you're from the OECS, when you come to Antigua, you don't need any work permit. So we say, okay. But what about those Jamaicans, those Guyanese, and those from the Dominican Republic? They've been living with us. In some cases, they have children here. They pay Social Security. They pay medical benefit. They pay education levy. They pay all the taxes. They live among us peacefully. We say, if you were living in Antigua on the 31st of December 2022, within the first month of a UPP administration, come in to cancel your work permit. No more work permit if you've been living in this country. If you've been living in this country, we are saying you are our brothers and our sisters. One Caribbean. So the same benefits that we give to the OECS, we're going to give that benefit to those Jamaicans, Guyanese, and the Spanish who have been with us. And so, just like we did the Millennium Naturalization Act, that if you were living in Antigua at the turn of the century, which was 2000, then in 2004, we gave you citizenship. That is what we did when we came to office in 2004. Well, we are saying we're going to come again, and we're going to bring more benefit, ease the burden off of our brothers and sisters from Jamaica, Guyana, and the Dominican Republic. Give it up for the One Caribbean Act, brothers and sisters. Give it up. So I just want to tell all my brothers and sisters that under the UPP, you know what you used to pay for work permit? When this wicked Labour Party came in, they immediately jack up the work permit, double it. Double it. That's the wicked Labour Party government. And then they come and they try to say that they love Guyanese and they love Jamaican and they love Spanish, when all they do is they drive a cold knife in your back when you least expect it, and now they're coming around and trying to get your support. When they come to you, run them, because when election come, we're gonna get rid of them. Get rid of them. The second announcement I want to make tonight, it has to do with the minimum wage. You know, just recently, they increased the minimum wage. Barely. And we cried because we understand that nobody in Antigua should have to undergo the type of pressure that people are undergoing because people are being underpaid. I want to appeal to those persons who are working in the gas stations, like Don Percival. I want to appeal to those who are working in security, like in Purcell. I want to talk to the domestics, the home domestics. I want to talk to all those who are at the bottom of the income ladder, those who are feeling the greatest pressure, those who, when they go to the supermarket, the dollar can't stretch. I see those people every day. They come to me, they plead for help, not because they're greedy, but because they're hungry. We must do something about that. And I want to say, brothers and sisters, to all those who are at the bottom of the income ladder, those who are trampled upon and whose labor is exploited, we will adopt the recommendation that was put forward by the unions to the government. And I want to give a solemn promise that within 60 days, if not sooner, we are going to imply and impose and implement a minimum wage of $10 an hour. I want to tell you that nobody in Antigua should have to live on less than $10 an hour. When you're paid on an hourly basis, you must be able to even eke out a living. And we will make sure that we put that implementation plan in place so that every man and every woman who works in this country at the level of minimum wage, we are going to make sure that the minimum wage is $10 an hour. And then after that, we will review it, and every other year, as required by law, every 2 years, we will make sure that the minimum wage committee meets and they will review that. Our mantra is people first. And when we say people first, we mean especially poor people first. That must be the way to go. We must look about those who are at the bottom of the ladder and who need a hand up. Oh, the UPP has so many programs. We're not going to go into the details, but you heard about the YES program, the Young Entrepreneur Setup. You've heard about the MOM program, the Maintenance of Minors program. You heard about our program to alleviate some of the difficulties that you face with water. Brothers and sisters, there's a brighter day ahead of us. We have to make sure that we look towards that brighter day and that we do the right thing on the 18th of January. And I want to say for this community, and what I said about the sound system from this community, and I'm saying it to them, that the street where they grew up on, where they built their business on, we are going to rename that street Stonewall Street. We're going to rename that street Stonewall Street. And we're going to big up those who come from our community. We're going to make sure that the Fort Road area will shine again. Fort Road will become a powerhouse in St. John's and around Antigua. We will make this community into a model community. And I want to say, look, this momentum that we have here, it's unstoppable. Nothing they can do can stop us now. Nothing they can do can stop us now. And you heard on Sunday, we're going up to All Saints East and St. Luke. Come and join us in All Saints East and St. Luke. And I also want you to know that the way this blue wave is going, We are going for all the constituencies. There's no safe constituency for the Antigua Labour Party. And on Tuesday, let me tell you this. On Tuesday, we are going right into Willie Keys. We are going into Willie Keys on Tuesday. Look, we did some work there recently, and I can tell you that Alex Brown, he have pussy salad on the neck arm. On the neck arm. He a chalky. You see the picture of pussy salad? Look, that didn't look like he come out amongst the picture. That look like he come out amongst the picture. If pussy salad acting amongst the movie, he not bound for wearing a costume. He not bound for put on not costume. They should have locked up who take that picture. How he make them put up that picture there? Look, if you see that picture at night time, you faint. You drop down dead. Kill people with that picture there. Woo! What an ugly picture. Pussy salad, you're dead. Pussy salad, you're dead. We're going up Tuesday, Willie Keys, and we're going to drive another nail in the coffin of the Antigua Labour Party. So we're going to kill out. We're going to bury greedy Gaston. We're going to bury mumbling Melford. And on Tuesday, we're going out, we're going to bury pussy salad. And oh Lord, maybe after that, maybe when they put something on your face, maybe you might look a little better. What a man. So, I want to say, pensioners, better days are coming. Construction workers, better days are coming. Youth and youth, better days are coming. Oh my. To the business people in Antigua and Barbuda, better days are coming. Let me hear you. Red, dead, red, dead, red, dead, red, dead, red, dead, red, dead, red, dead. No retreat, no surrender.
All the way, UPP massive. Let me see the election. Come on, get out. Come let me vote now. So right now I can't sleep. Let me vote on Labour. Get rid of wicked Gaston. From the time we got winners one. Everybody, we must win this election. Let me vote on Labour. Hey, hey, look how long we so far. We cannot drink no water. Whoa, sing. Food and gas is rising. Education system dying. Time to take a stand for the future of this nation. Me not live abroad, me a top right a yard. Citizens are right. Call the secretary dry. Everybody, it's time we tell Labour Party goodbye. So right now I can't sleep. Let me vote on Labour. See, money cannot be found. Let's go. School books cannot be found. Cook stomp. Let me vote on Labour. Get rid of wicked Labour Party. Let me vote on Labour. Hey, hey. Oh. I want to see all the flags in the air. Get rid of them. Let's go. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of all of them. Oh, vote them out. Vote them out. Hey. Vote them out. Hey. Hey. Come and show we that them not really love we know. No severance at all. So come out, I say, we gonna vote them out right away. Just be sure I say, not because I get paid. On election day is UPP only way. Come on, so right now I can't sleep. Let me vote out Labour. Get the rid of wicked Gaston. Let me vote out Labour. And the next good we as one. Come on, we must win this election. We go drive out Labour. Hold on. Whoa! Everybody, let's go! Yeah. Get rid of them. Let me see the flag. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of all of them. Whoa, vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. Everybody, let me see a hand. Labor out. Election time in the. Let me win this election. Come on. Let me vote now. But right now I can't sleep. Get the real wicked gas done. Hands on deck, we moving as one.
Vote out Labour.
We must win this election.
Vote out Labour.
Vote them out. Let me see the flags on the hand. Let's go, everybody. Vote them out. Let me see vote them out.
Vote out Labour.
Vote.
We go vote out Labour.
Take me a little low. Take me a little low. Take me a little low. Hold on there. Hold on. Hold on there. Hold on. Right now, me gonna call out my representative. You understand me? Me gonna call out the man that gonna take your seat back up in the pickets. So St. George is massive. Let me see you. Let me see you.
Yeah! UPP!
Let me vote on Labour.
Red!
Ladies
and gentlemen, coming to speak to you next. Oh Lord, the new representative, another man who's going to represent St. George in Parliament and in the cabinet of Antigua and Barbuda under the leadership of Harold Lovell. Put your hands together. Welcome on stage, the only one and only serpent representing St. George. We're going to come in clean. I sweep out this.
Call the church and rejoice. It's a return, never party goodbye. So right now I can't sleep. Let me vote out Labour. Get it done not before. Let me vote out Labour. Oh, who will give them down and cook down? Let me vote out Labour. Get rid of it and make a party. Let me vote out Labour. Whoa! Let me see all the flags. Let me see all the hands. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of all of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of all of them. Let me see a voting finger. Let me see a voting finger. Come and show me that them not really love we. Me tired of wait for water. Me granny burning murder. Workers are ball, they get no severance at all. So come out, I say, we gon' vote them out right away. Johnny B. Shirt, I say, not because they get paid. On election day, is UPP anyway. So right now I can't sleep. Let me vote out Labour. Get the real wicked gas stand. Let me vote out Labour. And the deck we moving as one. Let me vote out Labour. We have to win this election. Let me vote out Labour. Let me see all the flags in the air. Make some noise, everybody know. Let's go. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of all of them. Vote them out. Hey. Vote them out. Vote them out.
Come in clean. Come in clean. Murder! Look up, people! Look up, people! Well. Look, if we get $2 per person, we can fix the economy. And they said the other night they down here could run elephant in here and nobody get touched. Blue PP! Blue PP! Come in clean! Look, first and foremost, let me start my good people of St. George. Look, you are here
and you're represented. I'm to love you. And for those of you on the border of St. George, no worry, I can come in next year. We will welcome you. Now, there's something that's going on here, and plenty of people afraid for talk. Now, we understand politics. We understand that certain things you're not supposed to say, they say. But I know me a politician. I am Algernon Serpent Watts. And when he rang me, call he rang. Now, there is a man, I heard a clip on the radio, or on the TV somewhere. A gentleman, his job is to try and sideline this movement. A man who was in the bosom of the UPP. In fact, I think he has the record. He is the first non-national on the UPP slate. And that ungrateful sucker turn around now and on the TV cussing, oh, UPP no love non-national. Well, let me tell you this. That is not true. UPP just not love you. You understand? So I'm just going to put the records out there. Everybody have a home under this blue tent. Everybody have a home under this blue tent. However, since November 1st until last week, the government dumped, and I'm using that word deliberately, 808 Nigerians and the people of Antigua and Barbuda. Every ton you see them a knock on your door, they look in accommodation. They look in accommodation. Now, we have no issue with people coming to and fro. That's the way it's supposed to be. But good Lord, why bring people and just dump them here, let them go loose? Nobody know where they're going. They don't know where they're going. Alabanjo say he don't know where they're going. So what about are we? Look, I travel, and hungry home and hungry abroad are two different hungry. Broke a yard and broke abroad are two different broke. And when you have people let loose in a country with no direction, no aim, no nothing, the question is what will happen next? What will happen next? But I don't blame the Nigerians. They're looking for a better opportunity. I am blaming the government. And the tricks will be found out. Listen on Saturday. The document will unfold. Because plenty more behind this. Plenty more behind this. And I will tell you who is really funding that trip. I will tell you who is funding this whole something. Make sure you tune in. By the way, you have heard of a rift between Batty and Paul. You have heard of a rift between Assot and Gaston. Do you know that there is a bigger rift in the Labour Party? It's a rift between the Labourites and the Gastonites. There's a difference. There's a rift between the Labourites and the Gastonites. Now, some of the UPP rejects that are being paid to be mouthpieces against their party. All like a Lamin and Driftwood and Colin O'Neill and all them scums. You understand? They have put a rift, a split between the party. Now you have labor rights balling murder. They say them out there, them a work all them years in the trenches, them a cut Cassie wood, them a do this and do that. And all of a sudden, wanna get $5,000, wanna get $10,000, wanna get 5 paycheck, nearly $20,000. So the labor rights are mad. And I'm telling the labor rights, send a message to Gaston Brown on election day. You mash up your party, you either vote UPP or tap home. Either vote UPP or tap home. Send a loud message to Gaston Brown that I had done with he. For he days numbered. For he days numbered. Did you hear Gaston Brown? I heard last night on Mr. Knight. Mr. Knight, I'm going to play one clip. And he boasting that he never get none from Assad. Wait now, man. He never get none from Assad. I'll me get one watch. Wait. Hear this again. Me never get nothing from Assad. I'll me get one Rolex. I know that the war starts. He say he pack them up and send them back. Well, let me tell you something. If that Rolex was a part of the solar panel deal, remember they say Assad get car, Assad get this. If the Rolex be part of that deal, you sending it back afterwards, no mean a thing. It no mean a thing. And we are going to get to the bottom of that Rolex. How much Rolex cost? 50,000 US and so? Oh. Did he declare that gift as Prime Minister? Anybody ever hear any gift declared as Prime Minister? Okay. Hint, hint. That's all I'm saying. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. Now, there is a concert coming up. They call it a One Nation concert. Beres Hammond, etc. Let me give you a little details from that. Marshall Montano, the last time he come here, they say it's 50,000 US dollar. Marshall Montano. What is the other one here? Valiant? Valiant. 40,000 US dollar. School children say he costs 40, but the bill gone in at 60. Listen clear. Beres Hammond, because he work with the band and charging a promoter and charging politician are two different charges. 80,000 big ones. But the invoice gone in say 120. Wycliffe Jean, 100,000 Uncle Sam. This free concert is costing the taxpayers of Antigua and Barbuda $2 million. $2 million. I get a back pay. I get a pension. I get a raise. The nurses get the $1,000 promised to them. Solid waste workers get them pay. But $2 million gone in one concert for a benefit. Well, let me tell you something. Somebody got to pay back the money there. Somebody got to pay back the money there. Me not stay too long with that, because we have more speakers behind. You hear? Hey, open me, say, man. And can you imagine the barefacedness of Labour Party? The bravado, the gumption. They have named their campaign Next Level. Good Lord. These people who have done nothing for the people of Antigua and Barbuda for 9 years, now boasting they're taking that to the next level. People who don't provide water for a wash or kin are now taking that to the next level. People who can't provide payment for the Social Security people, they're taking it. We have a man in St. George. Some people refer to him as Judas. Me gonna leave it at that because me not calling him. And it is my belief that all them here die, the chemical, bleach into the brain. Can you imagine all I that drive up Icewood in Carlisle? One of the worst roads in Antigua, in Carlisle. And this boy have the nerve to be wrapping his banner round the lamppost going up the road there. This boy don't care nothing. He's been there for so long. We gave him one chance, he mock it up. Two chances, he mock it up. And have the nerve now, driving round the community, telling them to give him another chance. Chances for scales and bruises. We don't give more chances in St. George. And on election day, we are coming clean and sweep out Dean. Coming clean, sweep out Dean. We have more speakers to come, but look, I'll just a crank up. We just cranking up. Please keep your voting card, your weapon ready. Get your bullbud ready. And on Tuesday, when we go Willie Key to say sayonara to Robin, we got done them. Cause red.
Yes, my people, that is Anganol what? The next representative for St. George.
We have to win this election.
Let me tell you. Yes. We have a battery of speakers left. Let me tell you something.
How you mean?
You all know it's election time. Okay? And you know nomination day done gone. So you know we're running and we're going a little later than we normally do. You agree with me? So we're not left until the last speaker speak. And you know tonight, you have some soldiers that would have prepared the pitch, rolled the pitch for the next generation of leaders of the UPP. You heard Sister Jackie tonight. We're going south because Brother B say no game of play unless he how and say. Welcome, Brother Hilson, Brother B Baptist, the Honorable.
Marshall, yes, kidding. Cause when we roll, we don't roll alone. So anyway, that we go, you feel up. I'm moving every with me, family. With me, family. When we come to we mash up and turn up dance, we like a hammer. Cause everybody jump it up together.
I am just very happy to be here tonight. I am happy to be here tonight. Many years ago, the grammar school students had a demonstration. I was in ACLM then. I went up High Street and saw a lover with a bunch of young people from the school coming down, and police surround them. We get locked up from demonstrating. When the teachers had the strike, Lover was one of them that they were trying to kill. And when they came up High Street, they tear gas my restaurant. All the tourists in there had to run out. I have some hurt. The lack of love and Chaco and all of them. I had to carry food for them, their jail. When we carry the food, they tell me I have to taste the food first. And police want for diggy hand in the food and all kind of stuff. And me make nice, so they want to lock me up too. Then I bailed them out. I am telling you, that young man went to hell in this country. Lover have paid his dues. And when I hear Gaston talking the nonsense, I dismiss it because he don't understand nothing. He's crazy, he's mad,
And he needs to take his pill every morning before he leave his house. And anytime he don't take his pill, you can tell he talk nonsense. So I urge you, people in this constituency, give Lovell your undivided support. But I still blame him. Because we had Melford Nicholas and Dean Jones to put in jail. We had them to put in jail. We didn't try to sell off INET in Trinidad. And Barbuda and Lovell them say, it's collective responsibility to give him a break. Then left us and go to Gaston and them because Gaston say, enrich yourself. And they get rich in no time. And out there trying to fight us. That saved them from going to jail. Saved them from going to jail. This time around, I ask God to give me strength. Because if I not put them where they're supposed to go, I going to have me to deal with. All of them that ripped this country off need to pay. When the Prime Minister tells his members to enrich themselves, it means they can't cussy because they're doing the same thing. And I'm telling you all something tonight. I'm not on no ticket, but I'm on all the tickets. Coming now, I left this party. And if this party don't do well, do right, by the people of this country, I'm going to fight. I am going to fight. Gaston Brown said he lost $1 million. And because he lost $1 million, he go and beg 100,000 for us up. Imagine that. Anybody can lose a whole $1 million. That's one of the day when he didn't take his pill. So he talk nonsense. I want to urge all of you, and then I have another one to talk about. Sir Monster Marshall. Sir Monster Marshall. The beasts of the South. I saw on the TV, dancing on the street out there with our motorcade. And it was embarrassing. The woman came out and carry on like a real war frat. Some Monster Marshall. I'm telling Shuggy, go to work. You're not working no more. So work till you're tired. And even when you're tired, work some more. And work some more. Your woman got to go. That monster got to go. That monster got to, the dirtiest, maybe see Bolans, Erlins, Johnson's point around here. The dirtiest, filthy, stink. And the only way to get rid of her and clean the country and the constituency is to vote her out. I want to thank all the people from South. They were with me and they gone with Shuggy and all the young people that drive Johnny Shuggy. Thank you all very much. Keep the fight on. Make sure we win that seat. And thank you very much. Good night.
That was the veteran, the Honorable Hillsong Baptist.
Yes, man.
And we're moving on. We're moving on. Let me see the people of St. Peter's. St. Peter's. St. Peter's. Let us welcome the next representative, Devon Peoples Harris, the young man that's gonna take that seat. UPP massive! UPP!
City East, good night. Red? 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 All right. Look, it gives me good pleasure to come in the backyard of the captain tonight to endorse the next Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Brother Harold Lovell. Listen, Mr. Lovell has love for the people. He's passionate. He goes over and beyond for the people of City East. Listen, how can you go and elect Melford Nicholas again when you see a man of Harold Lovell's caliber waiting to be the next Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda? Then make the mistake there again. City East, wake up. Harold Lovell has integrity. He's honest and open. He has the right team to redeem Antigua and Barbuda. And most of all, he's genuine and love Antigua and Barbuda people. Listen, City East. Harold Lovell has developed many things in City East. The basketball court, as he mentioned earlier. The Fort Road football team, which he has been a part of for the last decade. The progress that team has made was all because of Harold Lovell. And he will continue to do the work from now on and even more. The captain, as we call him, he has put together a lot of policies in place that you Antiguans and Barbudans will benefit. We talk about the MOM program. Now listen, at this present moment, we have a jail program. When fathers can't feed their kids, they go to court and they're being sent to jail over and over and over again. Who does that benefit? Who suffers? The children. We have the maintenance of minors program. That program will benefit only the kids. We will put money in place to ensure that the children are being fed, and when the fathers get work, we will deduct it out of their pay. That will go a long way than the jail program we have now. The jail, as it stands now, is being overcrowded because of simple petty crimes when fathers can't feed their kids. And next thing our next Prime Minister has done, the YES program. Many youths in the City East, you heard them earlier. You heard them earlier on stage. They are proud to be working with Harold Lovell. The YES program, as we know it, the Youth Entrepreneurial Setup. We will help small businesses to market their business, put their books in place, and help give them financial assistance in installments to ensure that their business thrive. Harold Lovell is the man with the plan. Harold Lovell and the Redeem team will lead Antigua and Barbuda to the next level. Now listen, it will be remiss of me to come here and not speak about sports. During our megacade on Monday, it opened my eyes as to how our facilities, our sporting facilities, are in dire need of attention. Fields are unkept, no bathrooms, no stands, basketball courts without rims. There's a reason why the cattlemen and the horse owners tie the animals on the park. That's exactly how they look, like an open field, nothing else. The United Progressive Party, under Brother Harold Lovell, we will upgrade and maintain sporting facilities across Antigua and Barbuda. We will prioritize sports and its facilities to ensure that young people of Antigua and Barbuda have somewhere to supply their trade. Listen, Brother Harold Lovell and the team, we have sat down many nights together, plotting the way of how we will redeem Antigua and Barbuda. We will create a drag racing track to international standards that will benefit the economy. Because as we invite others to come, they will bring other people and our economy will evolve. Harold Lovell and the Redeem team sat night after night, sometimes till 2 in the morning, and create these policies for Antiguans and Barbudans to benefit. We are not about enriching ourselves. We want to make sure poor people, young people can wake up and feel comfortable about how they're living. Not wake up like how they are now. They're stressed. They're frustrated because of this administration. St. Peter people, Let's have a talk here tonight. The current administration has been in government up in St. Peter for the past 70 odd years. This constituency has been loyal to the Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party and has gotten nothing in return. St. Peter people, listen to me tonight. We have the same players on different teams. The Labour Party candidate, as you know, the Labour Party has neglected St. Peter for years. The MP currently, who is running independently, was on the same Labour Party ticket that helped neglect St. Peter. Only when he left, he come out and said that the government wasn't giving him no assistance. And he was in there with them for years. St. Peter, don't make the mistake again. If you want something new, vote in Peter Blue. If you want something new, vote in Peter Blue. St. Peter, if you look across our constituency, we have unkept roads, overgrown bushes. Our healthcare facilities is below par. Our sporting facilities lack any sort of substance. And you're telling me that you're considering to put the man who was in charge for 20 odd years or put the current administration there who neglected you? Hell no. Hell no. If you want something new, vote in Peter Blue. Before I leave here tonight, let me tell you all how honored I am to be a part of this Redeem team. Brother Howard Lovell and the rest of the Redeem team, we know the task ahead is not going to be an easy one. But the people of Antigua and Barbuda, you have to start the journey. On the 18th of January, you have to make it start right there. Go out in your numbers early. Go out early and crop your X by the United Progressive Party. Because we are the right choice for Antigua and Barbuda. If you want something new, vote in Peter Blue. Thank you.
That was Tavon Peter Blue. Alright. Let me tell you something. Lower there, little DJ. Lower there, little DJ. You know, in politics, you have to mind your neighbor business. You know you have to mind your neighbor business because when they do something, you have to watch what them do. I saw on Facebook the Labour Party meeting down in rural West.
You sure that you see?
I just watched it a while ago, Zizi. And let me tell you something. If the Prime Minister not go off tonight, he not go off again.
Chest out. There are a couple off. Which one?
Crazy.
Oh.
Because he looks so angry and they start late. And not only they start late, they look like they're ready for go home. Me and I ain't ready for go home, right? I'm not ready for go home. Tomorrow, Friday. And you know what? In this partnership, we, on the Baldwin Spencer, established a relationship with the BPM in Barbuda. And we made sure that any government that is formed, BPM is part of it. Tonight, Trevor can't make it, but he sent his emissary, a man that got tear gassed into pieces now. Welcome, brother, Senator Fabian Jones, to address you.
Put your hands together for Fabian
Our neighbor Barbuda.
Fabian Jones.
Let me fix the situation. Let me vote now. Right now I can't sleep. Let me vote on Labour. Get rid of wicked Gaston. Let me vote on Labour.
Yeah.
Hands and leg we moving as one. Let me vote on Labour.
Yeah.
We have to win this election. Let me vote on Labour.
Out the way. Good night, Antigua.
A pleasant New Year to you. 13 days away for the new start of Antigua and Barbuda. The country needs to breathe. Get rid of them. Red, dead. I will go bury the party once and for all. Antigans, ungratefulness is worse than witchcraft. And that's what got to the field right now. He ungrateful, and that is why he's feeling the pressure. So let us press on. Let us press on to victory on the 18th of January. We must go out. Don't feel that the war ends tonight. Now believe that because I had this big crowd, the job is finished. The job is finished on the 18th of January when all of you go out and vote Labour out of office and bring in Howard Lovell, Honorable Howard Lovell, and the Redeem team. And I want to say to you tonight, have no fear. BPM is sure in Barbuda. The Barbuda People's Movement is sure in Barbuda because we're defending the lands of Barbuda. You hear our good friend Sean Bird talk about PLH in Barbuda. Antigans understand this. An investor was given 90 acres of land to do a hotel project. And he had the land for about 5 years and did nothing on it. 90 acres. Unfortunately, that 90 acres sit in the area where PLH was given the same lease for the same area. And then tell Derek Barrett he have to give up the land. Get something done or we're going to take you off the land. Derek Barrett threatened to take them to court. And next thing you hear, Derek Barrett gets 11 million US dollars. 11 million US dollars. And the people of Barbuda and the council get not even 1 cent. That is government. And Gaston Brown and his government sit down and allow that to happen. That could have never happened under no UPP administration. So you understand me? So it's time for us to get rid of Gaston Brown and bring the Redeem team to government in Antigua and Barbuda. So that is my message to you tonight. Get all your people out. Nobody stay home. Let us send a message loud and clear to the world that the people of Antigua and Barbuda knows what they want for the future and their future generation. And that is good governance. More jobs. Regular water in the pipe. Respect. And freedom of choice. Because under Gaston Brown, the dictator, he decided where Antiguans should go, where Antigua government money should go. Listen, during COVID, a lot of you lose your jobs. But if you notice one place money was being made all the time during COVID, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, I down in the St. John's Harbor. I take up water, I throw up one badge, leak back out in the sea. Preparing for the Oasis class ship, and not up to today is shipwrecked yet. And we must continue to support Labour and Gaston Brown. I say, no way, get rid of them. Get rid of them. Antigans and Barbudans, press on. Victory is ahead on the 18th of January 2023. God bless you.
Get your voting card in your hand.
That was Brother Fabian Jones. We are in this together. We are in this together. Now, I just want to remind us again, Sunday, we are in All Saints East and St. Luke. And let me say this, that not gonna normal. That not gonna normal. What you said, that not go? That not go? That not go? Because red. Okay. Now, Brother Alistair Thomas and the City West branch will be having a fitness jam on the 13th of January, Friday the 13th. So get yourself organized, get your sneakers, get everything, because we're going down in the belly of the beast to show him how blue strong. You agree with me? Blue strong. Strong, strong, strong. We're having a wonderful meeting. You agree with me? The energy is back. The energy is here. And the energy is going forward. Now, last night, they went to All Saints East and St. Luke. Cockroach, Nahana right in a. Cockroach, Nahana right in a. Okay. So them go up the cockroach. The cockroach them come into the foul pen, All Saints, and then get nyam up. So come Sunday, we are going to All Saints East and St. Luke. I am cautioning you again. Get up early. Cook early before you go to church. Cook early before you go. And you say catch the water because water might go off. So get up early for catch the water. Alright? Organize yourself. And when you done organize yourself, just like we were ready for the motorcade, pack your family in your car by 4 o'clock and come hold your spot. You agree with me? Come hold your spot. Me not hold no spot for none of you now. Come make a hold for me spot. Me not hold no spot. So call me and tell me, hold one spot for me. Hold your spot Sunday. Come early. Me expect by 4:30, carry load up MacPan. Camp out Saturday night the MacPan. People from Old Road, people from Sweets, start camp out. Because right now, I am going to bring on the next speaker. And you know who that is. You know who that is. All Saints East and St. Luke people, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Oh, the honorable, Jamal Pringle, the deputy political leader of the UPP, the Black Panther. Let me hear you.
Right man for the future, right man for them youths, yeah. He is the right man, come and take a stand. He is one politician, come to stop all corruption. So bring the laddie right man.
All Saints East and St. Luke, let me hear you. UPP person, let me hear you. Let me see those flags.
Jamal is the right man. Well, I'll sing East and St. Luke. Black Panther ain't no joke. The man come to fulfill the promises, pandemic
Yes, my brothers and sisters. Put your hands together, make some noise to the honor of Jamal Prendo, the next and returned representative for All Saints East and St. Luke.
Good night, my beautiful people. What a wonderful evening. You see what is a public rally? There is no doubt that red, red so dead that he had Jumbe talk to. Because some time ago, I heard an individual talking about he's going to create history in All Saints East and St. Luke. But I want to say to Colin James that is not only red dead, he dead too. How the history, a matter of fact, that he is going to make in All Saints East and St. Luke. He's going to be the only candidate in All Saints East and St. Luke that get blow 3 times. They're so desperate that they're running up and down the constituency, putting red shirt on diagonal. But I'm not going to spend much time on that. I will deal with that when we touch the garrison constituency of All Saints East and St. Luke. I'm here tonight to endorse a leader that is full of vision, full of love, full of empathy for the people of Antigua and Barbuda and the people of City East constituency. I'm here to endorse an individual who have taught me much, and I'm grateful to be his deputy. And I want to say to the City East people that don't be fooled by all what you see happening on the eve of an election, because they don't care anything about us, the people. COVID showed us that not even their supporters they care about. We are going to create an Antigua and Barbuda that is beneficial to you, the people, and not us, the politicians. We have to change that policy. We also have to change the policy where individuals are subjected to check your minister for government resources. Under the next United Progressive Party government, that will be a thing of the past. Another thing that you will not see under a United Progressive Party is a bunch of failed promises, as we, the people of this country, have seen for the last 9 years. But red is so dead that not even their people, they can get to support them. They boast some time ago about they are going to increase the water supply. But I would say to you tonight that the people in this constituency, as close as the plant is to this constituency, they are worse off than before the plant. But I want to say to you that your next UPP government will not promise you water in 14 days. But we will guarantee you that when you turn your tap, there's water coming through your taps. We will invest in the infrastructure needed to ensure that you, the people, have running water. We will ensure that our roads are done properly and monies are not wasted paving a road and then 2 weeks after you're going to dig it up to put in a drain. We are going to do things the right way because you, the people, need that. We need to save every dollar that we can save so that we can ensure that we put $20 million into Social Security so our pensioners can be paid early. That is what you can expect from your next UPP government. Gone are the days that things happen on the eve of an election. We have the plan. We have the programs. We have the relief measures to ease the squeeze on the pocket of the people of Antigua and Barbuda. And our policies spread across the board, even those persons who travel from another country to make Antigua and Barbuda their home. So this United Progressive Party government, under the stewardship of a competent and capable leader in the name of no other than Honorable Harold Lovell, the next Prime Minister, the next representative for this wonderful constituency of City East. So to the people of City East, you are an integral part of the change we're about to see. And we are going to do it in grand style, because I guarantee you, this is the first constituency that will call under the column of the United Progressive Party.
Superhero for the people.
And I can guarantee you, we will follow one after the other. And All Saints East and St. Luke, we are going to send a clear message to the Antigua Labour Party that Jamal Pringle and the United Progressive Party is alive and kicking, and we are going to ensure that you, the people, see justice in this country for all the wrongdoings. And I don't speak idle. Anytime there is wrongdoing and we do not bring those wrongdoers to justice, call for my resignation, and I will do so immediately, because I am not here for me, I am here for you. So on January 18, let's not wait until 5 o'clock. Let us get up and make the polls open with us in the line in each and every constituency. And we are going to ensure that the United Progressive Party is the party that forms the next government. And we are going to do so with you, the people, playing an integral role in the forward development of this country. No longer politicians just go and make policies, implement laws without consulting you, the people who have elected us, the politicians. Under this next United Progressive Party, you will have a say. You will have a choice. You will choose your government. So on election day, brothers and sisters, vote where you see the sun. You're not voting for Jamal Pringle. You're not voting for Harold Lovell. You're voting for the future of the people to come after us. You're voting for your grandson. You're voting for your great-grandson. You're voting for your son or your daughter. And brothers and sisters, with that in mind, we will go out in our numbers and we will exercise our franchise, and we, the people, will elect the United Progressive Party and Brother Harold Lovell as the next Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda. So brothers and sisters, until we meet in Macpon, when I deal with the dead red, where I love you and I see you soon, I look forward to see the Macpon playing field blue from front to back. I love you until I come again. No retreat! No retreat! Red!
For the people.
Red! Oh! Red! I love you, my people.
The Black Panther, brothers and sisters, the next representative, and the re-elected representative for All Saints East and St. Luke.
Chester.
Yes, this is. Let me say this.
You're going left.
Huh?
You'll move right here tonight.
Look, you're not going to nobody one left. I want to guarantee you
Of course.
The former Prime Minister Wawa batting, he will bat in All Saints East and St. Luke come Sunday. In the team for All Saints East and St. Luke. So let me hear you make some noise for the Honorable Baldwin Spencer, former Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda.
Oh, yes, man.
He say come Sunday.
He have a roll out.
He a roll out.
He have a roll out.
And he gonna take the shine off the ball.
Oh, yes.
Let me tell you Sunday, right? It's not gonna normal. It's not gonna normal Sunday.
Make sure you get some quick blessing.
Quick blessing. Remember the process for Sunday. Wake up early, catch your water in your bucket.
What?
Nowadays you don't have no pipe gone.
You have to leave them out for Jew falling in the bucket.
Wake up by 4:30 because they love put on water when you're asleep. And when you wake up, water off. So try and catch them before they lock off the water. So 4:30, get up early. Season your meat come Saturday. Saturday night, season the chicken and all the other delicacies for Sunday. Me not gonna say season up no pork.
What?
No, me Adventist. Season all the delicacies for Sunday. Get up early, prepare your family meal, go to church,
yes,
get the blessing, put on the slow cooker. Go to church, get your blessing. Don't forget to catch the bucket of water.
Of course.
And then by 4:30, you tell everybody, wash your kin and put on your blue.
Chester, you're giving people too much work for do.
They now have no work for do because
No,
they
Chester, but
let
you
me
got-
tell you something. Your uniform must always be clean.
Of course.
Because this week, a uniform week. So I'm gonna expect you, if you work in normal clothes, you know you must always have ladies that blue dress that you wear go work every day. No matter what people say, wear the same frock every day, wash them at night and put them on in the morning.
Not like a Marvet. Marvet change regular.
where she had plenty frack. And then come the gentleman, you know we have one UPP shot. So tonight when we go home, you know, this year wash and gone behind the fridge. You remember the old time?
Yeah.
Put them behind the fridge, make it cool off.
Yeah, just wash the arm,
wash
the
neck,
armpit,
and the
and
neck.
the tail.
Yes, and the tail. You remember them days? Brothers and sisters, we had a wonderful meeting tonight. Brother Pringle winded things up. I know you're not ready to go home. If you want dance liquor, I don't tell you political music while people
put on the
wind
music.
their way to their car. Have a good night.
Thank you so much. God bless.
And see you Sunday.
God bless
in
Sunday,
Macpon.
6 o'clock.
DJ.
All Saints, Eastern St. Luke's, and it's Macpon. It's going to be the movement.
Have a good night,
of the
brothers and
United
sisters.
Progressive Party.
Get home
Have
safe.
a nice, peaceful, wonderful, and happy rest.
Residents, our present is at stake. Our future is at stake. As you cast your vote this election, there's some things we want you to remember.
August 8th, 2021, you were tear gassed for standing for your rights.
You were sent home without pay for refusing the vaccine.
Your struggle for retroactive pay and for salary increases.
Your outstanding social security benefits.
No water.
No stimulus.
Land swapping and giveaways.
Ground fakings.
Increased work permit fees.
LIAT.
Human trafficking charter flights.
The roads, the roads, the roads.
The death of the agriculture sector.
Broken hospital machines.
Broken promises.
The prison.
Fines Institute.
Clearview Hospital.
The scandals.
The corruption.
The cover-up.
The flat-out lies.
The disrespect.
Deracinated imbeciles.
Inbreeders.
Vote against all of these.
Vote to redeem Antigua Barbuda.
Vote like your life depends on it. Voting is not only our right, it is our power.
The declaration by the government of Antigua that people working in the public sector, including state-owned corporations, must get vaccinated or face losing their jobs.
By wholesale, but they have better news than that coming, you know, because we are waiting and we're giving them the impression that yes, we do believe you until the day arrives for us to get that end. Where we gonna do? Vote them out. Where we gonna do? Vote them out. Where we gonna do? Vote them out. Where we gonna do? Vote them. I want to encourage you. I want to implore you. Be on guard. It is the duty of Antiguan to clean up the work, put the country back together, and as one United States advance forward. Where we gonna do? Vote them out. 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 Where we gonna do? Got that X, that X. Got that X, that Antigua. That's it. That's it. I want to implore you. Vote them out. Where we gonna do? 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 They took our intelligence and our knowledge for granted. They took our intelligence and our knowledge for granted. Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. We are waiting and we are giving them the impression that yes, we do believe you until the day, until the day, until the day, until the day. Where we gonna do? Vote them out. 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 This is how we're going to do it. We'll do the cleaning up and we'll bring all the casualties together. It is the duty of all Antigua. It is the duty of all Antigua. I want to encourage you. I want to implore you. Vote them out. 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 Vote them out.
Beginning on October 1st, all unvaccinated employees will be required to remain at home without pay until they provide proof of vaccination.
Prime Minister Gaston Brown said police will move into offices to ensure that mandates are being enforced and that people who are not vaccinated ordered to leave.